I think we are. What's up, everybody?
Are we live?
We should be.
Are we?
For this to appear.
Wait, no, but go by the other screen, right? Because that's.
No, this has to tell me that we are here. Yeah, we are.
We're here.
Everybody, welcome.
Hello,
welcome,
everybody.
Welcome to the after show. Where you sing the song you know. Okay, maybe we shouldn't sing. We're not gonna sing. We're not gonna sing. Hello, George. We're not gonna sing.
I'm done.
Hello, George.
George, Elena, Sarah.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah.
A little bit early, so I'm just going to tweet out the link.
Oh, my goodness.
So that everybody knows.
So I'm going to talk while you tweet, so you can get it tweeted, and then we can officially... I'm just a little kid in a candy store today. 25 years of X-Files reimagined in the eyes of Reggie, who is living in Spotnitz Sanatorium. And the last X-Files case ever, that apparently all the answers are known now because the X-Files were given, or the Mulder and Scully and Reggie were given the file, the book, Answers for Everything, which was very much like the Twilight Zone episode To Serve Man, which was all about a cookbook, but it was very, that.
The best part was when they went through all those episodes.
Yeah.
And
oh,
at
God.
At the very end, they shot Darin Morgan.
Eddie Van
Blunt.
Van Blunt shot Darin Morgan.
That was just brilliant.
And it was,
just brilliant.
Reggie coming through the door, not Mulder.
And then Scully stood up. I guess someone said she was wearing underwear or something. Like her pants are off. I didn't see that because I looked back at it and I was like, wait a minute.
Were her pants off in the original episode?
I don't know.
Or they reshoot that scene for this? Like
No, they didn't reshoot it. Maybe there was like.
I mean, just that one part though.
Hi, Kathy. Hi, Audrey.
Hey.
See.
I was a little kid in the candy store. I'll say it again.
Lauren.
Oh my God. It's Romper Room. We're saying hello to everybody. I see Kathy and Lauren and
that's creepy. Now you're just being creepy.
Well, I'm being Romper Room. Look, like in the Magic Mirror.
Romper
Room's
creepy.
Magic Mirror. Romper Room. It's little children.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's creepy.
You're being creepy.
So,
I'm letting you
I wish I took notes, but I'm having too much fun. I tweeted a lot. I almost would work backwards. You tweeted my reaction. Oh yeah.
Mini Mulder. I was so upset that I saw this on my news feed yesterday. First thing I was horrified because Mini Mulder is the most frightening thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Freaking hilarious.
It was like something out of Twin Peaks.
Brilliant. Beacon Hill blog guy. Yay.
And then
classic.
I didn't want Walt to see it today because I was like, you know what? I really want to get his reaction in Mini Mulder, so I'm going to just take a video of him reacting to it. But I was like, please don't look at your Twitter feed today because I really want you to see this creepy Mini Mulder.
Oh my God.
So I actually took it and I posted it.
What was that reminding of though? That's like, there's a classic cartoon. Oh no. It's like the lottery cartoon. Remember the lottery cartoon with the guy?
A little bit of luck.
And I had I auditioned for that role. I auditioned for that role.
They wanted to have a lot of luck to have the big guy, but they a little had of luck on the big guy.
So I would have been a lot of luck, and then the body, or I would have been
made a lot of money on the commercial.
Oh man, that character was reoccurring.
Yeah,
it was just New York, right? But it lasted a long time.
Lasted a long time.
I think I was non-union though. Still, I don't think I was an SAG actor yet. It was a while back.
Yeah, but I think it was
so. Hey, everybody! Oh my goodness, I was on. Kathy was on Romper Room. Oh, I think we've heard this before, though, right? Did we know that? I think we knew that. I feel like I'm surprised to hear that, but I feel like I've heard it before. Yada yada. More than puppy monkey baby. Yes. Worse than puppy monkey baby. I died.
3, 2, 1 contact.
3, 2, 1 contact. Which we know Andrew from.
He did that.
Yeah, one of our old cast
Andrew
members.
Cassis.
Andrew Cassis was in 3, 2, 1 contact. Was also Wormser from the Revenge of the Nerds, and his brother Phil Cassis is a big agent in New York City.
You work with him.
Yeah, I worked with him. He got me cast in the. What did he get me cast in the?
Dr. Oz.
Oh, he did. Oh yeah, he got me cast in the Dr. Oz commercial. Yeah. So where do we start? So this episode, right from the get-go, with just the Twilight Zone
Mini
episode.
Mulder was worse than Puppy Monkey Baby.
That's what I said.
Yeah, no.
I
was tweeting.
The Twilight Zone episode at the beginning, right for the boop, 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 like all the different hands, like oh my god, boop, 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 and the sound effects, like totally cartoonish.
It's a little silly.
Yeah. Do you understand Mr. Murgatroyd?
No.
Megatroid is actually like a meteor type thing. But Murgatroyd, I think is actually Heavens to Murgatroyd, something that Snagglepuss used to say. Heavens to Murgatroyd, exit stage left. Old cartoon. We're both wearing Mulder. Or David.
Young
Baby David.
Baby David.
Yeah, so this is what Baby David could have looked like. Instead, they just put current David's head on a child.
Look how close Baby David looks to the actor that played young Mulder, like in the flashback scenes. Just like the kid.
Tonight's flashback scenes?
No, like in the older episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Mulder flashbacks.
Right. It's all very similar.
Hello, Alba. Kelsey, what's up? Audrey, Michael.
So I almost pissed my pants.
Yeah, you
did. The timing of the alien coming down the escalator, having to walk
funny. And
slowly, like, we'll wait. Classic trope, right? And then walk the last 4 steps, get on the Segway. Oh, no, it's not the Segway. It's the new thing. It's like the modern Segway.
They call them hoverboards, but they're not.
Is that they call them hoverboards?
Was that a hoverboard? But no, the hoverboards don't have a thing, right?
Right. No, it didn't have a thing, right? It didn't have a Segway stick. It's like a Segway without this. It just goes like that. And then he steps off.
That's a hoverboard.
And then he gives
it's not really a hoverboard.
A Trump speech.
Basically,
we're going to build a wall.
Change anything. You just took
I think he just did a Trump speech. And we're going to build a wall because we just can't have you humans coming up.
Shout out NSA government.
The rest of the universe doesn't want you.
Sylvania.
Dead laughing.
The rest of them, hey, funny ginger. The rest of, it's kind of sad because we're going to leave to go to Australia.
Yeah. Oh.
And I was told they don't like us because of Trump. And I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah, but Sydney apparently is even more right-wing than Trump.
Well, they said, just say you're from Canada. I'm like, I can do that. I have no problem pretending to be Canadian.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to Sydney because everyone I talk to is like Sydney is like backwards.
Foxy and Skulls.
Foxy and Skulls?
The wall.
Skulls, yes.
The building the wall.
Hey, Skulls.
We totally deserve building the wall.
Yeah.
I agree.
The building the wall, and then as he gets back up, goes up, and then gets on the escalator, beep up, beep up, beep up, beep up.
I wondered what that was because we keep seeing.
No, that's Trump.
No, but I'm saying she kept saying that before too.
Oh, she said that a couple times?
Yeah, she had said that a few beep bop, beep bop, beep bop.
All right, well, yeah, Trump at one of his press conferences, one of his mega speeces.
Yeah, I remember. That was like
mega church rallies.
It's basically a meme.
Yeah, and beep beep bop, beep beep bop,
beep bop.
I mean,
she gave it as an answer at like Comic-Con.
Oh, she did.
I think she did.
Oh, Gillian. Not. Oh, I thought like Scully, like in the show.
Sure she said.
Oh.
Caught spot nets on the car. Sanatorium, right?
Yeah, this whole episode was Darin Morgan saying Donald Trump, I think, and the rest of the cast and crew saying, "Yeah, we'll go along with that." Pretty much, this was just one big, the Jello thing. So is Guapo? What was it Gupo?
Maybe they didn't have a product placement thing to use the actual.
Well, no. I think the Gupo is the fake Jello, like it's the alternate universe. Well, no, but like Gillian remembers it. But it's
Jello.
But it's not Jello. It's like the Mangala effect. The Mingala. I thought it was Mingala. But it's actually Mangele. I think it's actually a Mangala. I don't know. But it's there's so much research that needs to go down because every 2 seconds.
And say I'm Canadian all the time.
Who says that? Clinton? Oh my goodness.
Clinton.
Oh my goodness.
I don't blame you.
Isn't that Bill's brother? Oh no.
The ghost, but the Ecto 1, right? No,
yeah. What's the deal with all the taint this season?
Did they say taint again?
Well, leprechaun taint.
Leprechaun taint.
The lemon lime tastes like leprechaun taint.
I think we're stuck on taint and dookie.
There's a lot of dookie and taint.
I mean,
alien butt muffins. Taint. Muffins from alien butts. I mean, and my question was,
Gupo is the Walmart knockoff. So instead of Walmart, it wouldn't have been like Gupo.
Oh, Gupo? But they spelled it differently?
Best value or Gupo.
Is that for real or is that what your joke? Who did the acapella version? Who did the acapella version of the theme?
I was so freaked out by that.
The alternate X-Files theme opening and Reggie something.
And then they like superimposed him in all these scenes.
Yeah, that was so great.
And I thought that was brilliant.
So great.
Just having him in all these scenes from like classic X-Files
Pilot,
episode.
Tunes,
Like, yeah,
Eddie
Tunes.
Blunt,
He's
Small
just there
Potatoes.
making commentary. I just want to do like a whole screen series where I go into every episode and I'm there and I make a comment on it.
Well, not two. What's the first Tunes episode? It's Squeeze. Yeah.
Cheapy Trick, guys.
Which is a Glen Morgan episode, right?
Guy they use to consult when they have to run their labs or something like that. Oh, really? That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that was Chuck.
Yeah. That's Chuck.
Chuck, yeah, and he has 3 or 4 different characters now.
Yeah, I've seen it.
All in Darin Morgan episodes.
Yeah, they use him a lot.
In every Darin Morgan episode, he appears, and Chuck has been in 2 or 3.
Chuck, like they consulted. I remember with the.
And I think in the credits for this, he was listed as Chuck, like he was going to be Chuck again to throw us off. I think you know what I mean. They listed
the guy from the Smithsonian.
Yeah, right. And he was also Doctor something or other.
Okay, Great Value.
Yeah. Oh, Gupo is like Great Value. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was just that's the fake.
No, we had the other. Yeah, he had a different Reggie as a partner. Yeah, the guy he got killed.
Who?
Mulder's former partner, Reggie.
Oh, is that the guy in the elevator?
No, Mulder actually had a partner named Reggie.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, it was in another episode. I forget which one. I'm sure you guys would be able.
Oh, no, the elevator. That's Scully's former friend.
No, he had his former partner.
Was that his former partner?
And he ends up getting killed. Yeah.
Right. That's Reggie in the elevator, and the computer, the ghost of the machine.
No.
No.
This is a black guy.
Oh,
definitely.
That's Reggie. That used to be like his superior. It wasn't his partner. Or was it like his senior partner kind of thing?
I don't know. You guys, he was in.
Reggie was the black guy, right? Okay.
Yeah. He was in there. Yeah, John
Barnett. That's right. That's as soon as you said black, I knew exactly what you're talking about.
No. Yeah. Okay, where's Charnette? Because we actually had a black character, and she's going to charm in and be like, "Of course he got killed."
Yeah. Charnette was on Twitter a second ago.
Yeah, where are you, Charnette?
Looks like CC gave the Brothers Wars free range this season. Yeah. Well, he gave free range, but I'm wondering, and this is a question for David and Gillian maybe at this moment, because I don't know if we're going to get Glenn and Darin. The fact that we got the taint in those 2 episodes, were those improvisations, or did that's why my question on Twitter was, did the Morgan brothers have issues growing up where taint just keeps coming up? Or it's more likely that Gillian, I keep wanting to say Dana, Gillian wanted to give Mulder, get Mulder back for saying taint. Who said taint? And he said, leprechaun taint. Dookie.
So guys, this dude has showed up again.
Yeah, the Dream Man. Now,
one other person in the fandom community.
Look, David without his hair kind of could be the Dream Man.
He doesn't have the unibrow thing going on.
And Dita, right? Kind of nightmare?
Well, I wasn't going to name her specifically.
Oh, is that not public? I'm sorry.
No, it was really scary. She had a dream about the Dream Man. So it wasn't funny. No. So
I told you about my dream, right?
You had a dream about the Dream Man?
No, about going to Australia.
No, I don't want to know about that.
Okay.
Because it's going to be bad.
No, it's funny. Like 2 nights ago, Monday night, and it was actually like really early Tuesday morning. Reggie Purdue.
Reggie.
Oh yeah, he was a chicken man.
No Dookie.
Okay. Yeah, last week I was a little stuck on Dookie. Let's get off with Dookie. So we're going to Australia, and we're like in a plane, but all of a sudden the plane's a 747, and I'm the pilot. And I'm like taking off, but all of a sudden we're not in Australia. We're like in my childhood home, which is at the bottom of this big hill with it's a private street with 10 houses, right? And it just kind of goes this, then goes up and then up. And then somehow the trees were there. It was tree line. There's no way a plane could take off of this size but the trees were gone. But all of a sudden a car was coming down the hill. And I just remember thinking, we don't have enough space to get escape velocity. Which I don't know if that's airplane technology. I think that's more rocket technology, like when you're going out of the universe, or out of the inner solar system, right? So, or inner space.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, and then all of a sudden we're in the air, and then I'm like, I don't remember landing the last time. I don't know if I can land now. We don't have a pilot. And I'm thinking, we have pilots now in our fandom, like Gloria and
you don't get clearance because Maya has to.
Yeah, we have a tower. Air traffic controller. We have pilots. We have people that work for the airlines. Why am I flying this thing is the big question. How you guys let me even get behind the wheel of this plane is just ridiculous.
I heard a 3-year-old say Dookie to get today, apparently. Yeah. You say dog Dookie.
Well, yeah, that's like the childhood version because you don't have a 3-year-old saying
Dookie,
shit.
yeah, kids saying boop. I'm pretty sure kids say dookie.
Hey, did you have a dookie in your shorts again, little Billy?
Got some dookie in your butt.
Oh, doogie. Well, we thought we were trying to avoid dookie. I remember Young at Heart. That guy, the young face, and yeah, that's right. And I'm trying not to say certain words because I don't want us to get censored by YouTube. You know, that all of a sudden YouTube is like the YouTube police, and you know, you don't want to be, you know, they're like the fandom police, but you know, but for all of the internet. But remember when YouTube was the place where you can come here and just be crazy and wild and uncensored, and that's why everybody came here, and everyone's like, oh, well now we can't do that way because, you know, it's like all other media now because now that it's sponsor driven.
Because of Logan Paul.
Well, but it predates that. It started happening years before that, but it's sponsor driven. So now the sponsors are saying, our right wing nut people will say, oh, we won't buy your product if you're advertising on YouTube because YouTube says a bad word once in a while or supports this, supports that. You know, it's just a random thing, and you know,
you can never avoid
it's crazy.
Dookie. It's part of life.
It's crazy.
We can avoid talking about it so much.
I'm not talking about it.
Someone said, did you see Gillian tweet about Scully driving the car? I did.
That was hilarious. Then they had like the Star Wars. We're turning this way now. We're turning this way.
Yeah,
oh, was Sheila doing this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that whole thing was just priceless. It was like the perfect epilogue coda, which if you ever watch the old Twilight Zone episodes, they always had an epilogue, a very distinct prologue, act 1, 2, 3. Was it 3 acts or 5 acts? I'm confusing 2 different shows. There's an old show called Invasion that would have like 5 acts and then prologue and an epilogue. And they would label it prologue, epilogue, kind of a precursor to Alien Invasion.
I honestly do confuse Twilight Zone and Outer Limits because they used to have a lot. The Outer Limits came.
Do you even know me?
That was great.
The purposeful overacting by David Duchovny tonight was priceless. There were about a half a dozen moments where he's
like it's over the top.
Yeah, and again,
not
with
usually ever over the top. So it's really,
Sasquatch.
It's funny to watch him be over.
And then just throwing a tantrum, kicking the ground, petting the fox at the end there. Oh, that was funny.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Next episode, I hope it's gonna be good.
Oh. Next week looks scary. We're finally going to see William, right? Is that the plan? We're getting William next week? Or is that like somebody pretending to be William?
What did you guys think about the promo for the mid-season? Apparently they said it wasn't, didn't have the last 2 episodes. Footage from the last 2 episodes was not included in there. So even though we saw the Mulder and Scully at a church look like they were going to kiss, we know that's not going to happen.
But it's only 1/3 season.
They looked like they were going to kiss again today, and then they stopped. And I was like, really? Really? You had to do that
in the episode or in the promo?
In the episode, at the very end. She said,
promo.
I want to remember. And he looked at her and he was like, he totally looked at her like he was going to kiss her, and then it just like panned up.
Oh, this is romantic.
William is tied into Ghoulie. Okay.
Yeah. So is Ghoulie the big scary monster that looks like Predator and
like the Demogorgon?
Aliens had a baby?
Yeah, alien Predator.
Yeah, torture.
Torture, yeah.
Sorry, I'm very itchy and sneezy.
Itchy and scratchy?
Oh, I'm excited. We had a long day. We got up early. Can't talk about it yet. You'll find out in a few weeks what we did this morning. But it's been a long day.
We have a story.
And a very funny story.
After it happened. We have to wait till
I already wrote the blog and saved it so I don't forget. I already wrote the blog. Will be released in about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
While we're in Australia. In fact, I even said, if you're reading this now, we're in Sydney. And or it might be Brisbane.
You schedule it to go out?
Yeah, it might be. And I actually wrote like I'm writing this on such and such a date. You're reading this on.
Guys, we don't want to tease you too much about it. But all right, Dana.
It was really funny.
Want too many spoilers.
No. If you haven't seen the episode, we already talked about. I hope you haven't watched too much. So that's the problem with doing these things because like everyone wants to participate, but. It's if you're not on the East Coast, awesome, or 7 o'clock Central.
They bring back Deep Throat. That would be nice.
That would be fun. Well, they brought back the idea of Deep Throat. They talked about it last week, right? Yeah. Was that 2 weeks ago? Glen Morgan's episode. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 weeks ago we had Deep Throat.
Him on the headstone.
Yeah.
His name is Pakula.
Oh, we got what? Mrs. We got the split moment from Home.
Yes.
Like, oh,
from
she's
Home.
the mother, and she's oh.
One of my favorite parts was when they both said together, "It's not a parallel universe."
Yeah, they did at least twice, right?
They said it together.
So something interesting about Reggie that I thought, at different times he played the role, like he was like the third wheel, but he played the role of Scully to David, to Mulder, and he played the role of Mulder to Scully, like he was the skeptic when David was saying, "Oh, it's a parallel universe." Says, no, that's not it. Or when Dana was being too like, "This is the reality here."
Scully's gonna get shot. No.
Next week?
Oh, he bad. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard that. I have not heard that. I have not heard that.
You blacked out most of my writing?
No, because they had on the episode.
Oh, right. Yeah. Letter to myself, and the rest of it's redacted. Yeah. I again fell out of my. I mean, I didn't literally fall out of my couch, but there were so many moments.
Some of our reactions.
Oh, really? I think if I was sitting in
reactions because they're funnier than actual.
I was
no spoilers.
Dying. Yeah, the no tweets. I mean, I'm glad we do this live. This is so cool because the tweets don't do justice how giddy I was in moments during this show. Giddy. I'm very giddy. It's been a very, giddy day. I've been very giddy all day. That's all I'm talking about. I can't talk about it.
Stop talking about not talking about it.
I know certain people have soft hands, and I was reminded about that this morning, but that's all I'm going to say about that subject right now.
Oh, my goodness. That's not allowed. Nope, no way, Jose. Yeah, what she said.
Was that the thing that Mulder did?
What was the deal when Reggie started listing the companies and the broadcast? I noticed that too, right?
What was that?
He said the company, but it was like.
Yeah, was that on purpose? I think
I rewound it and watched it and did
twice. Yeah, like he was gonna say Google or Gmail or something like that, and I think it was as a joke. I think that was on purpose. Like it was like edited on purpose to look like somebody took out a second. I really think it was on purpose.
There's a promo for SCULLY, so we're gonna see that. We'll look at the promo now, guys. We had a couple people now request that we not do the squeaky voices for these promo videos.
Yeah.
So maybe we won't do it for the next one, just to spare.
No, I think we should because a lot of people want it, and that's the only videos we do it for. There's one person that said they didn't like it.
No, there are a few. They're
like, there a few?
No, but they like us.
Yeah.
Just, they like our other videos. They just didn't like those.
Yeah. But some people love those videos.
I mean.
And I just Louise going, "Oh shit!"
Well, yeah, that's the best part.
Well, I mean, that's the reason I do it
because you sound like a small cartoon, and
hey,
cursing things out.
I have like a South Park quality.
Okay, so the glitch was on purpose.
I think the glitch was on purpose.
According to EW, Cap posted after the show ended.
Oh, GM, interesting. Or
GE. Google or GE.
Yeah, like it was G, but meant like Gmail.
Can we do two versions of the promo, one with or without the squeak?
That's right. Okay, we might be able to do that. That might be good. Although,
who's the kid on your shirt? Well, who do you think this is? Now, really look. Just so you know, we didn't make these shirts. They're official Hell or High Water merchandise. They're no longer available. They were limited edition. They're a limited edition. Now, people think that we made these shirts. No.
GMO.
They sell them at the concerts.
I know. Can I say real quick about the G thing? When I went back and watched it real quick and then caught up at the commercial because, so this is actually David at 10 years old.
David thought this would be a really good design.
You said like this is his mom's favorite picture of him from a kid, and he turned it into a T-shirt. And we got this at Chicago.
On a milk carton.
Yeah. That's why I go around Chicago going, "Is this my boy? Have you seen my David?"
I think at some point he decided it looked ridiculous on people because Walt wore it. He sees this grown-ass man coming the next day with this shirt on. Then he's like, "Oh, what the heck did I do this?"
I was the first one to wear it in public, I think.
I think you were.
And I wore it to his second concert in Chicago. And I walked up into Bub's Barbecue, and everyone like, "Why is that guy wearing David's?"
No.
Duchovny's face.
You walk by, and there's dudes like, he is wearing David Duchovny.
Yeah.
Like, he thought he was off his rocker. I'm like, dude, this is the merchandise. What am I supposed to do? David designed these shirts, not us.
The first time David ever spoke to me from stage, I have a pitcher of beer and my shirt.
And
I'm talking to two girls that like these hot blondes are trying to sneak to the front.
Oh,
yeah, but they're like little skinny bitches, and they're trying to sneak to the front. And I'm like, no. But I just like distracted them. They because I knew if they went all the way up front, our other friends would have been a fight. So he just sees me, and he's like,
well, no.
His perspective.
The server came and took all the cups away, so all you were stuck with this pitcher of beer.
Well, that's why I had the picture the first time, and then it became a thing in the second picture. And then he was just
like, what the heck? I was sitting there with a whole pitcher of beer, and I was like, oh.
And then different people were like, hey, can I get a hit of that? And then somebody, I had like really good.
Exactly, it looks like the milk carton kid.
Yeah.
I mean,
you've seen this boy.
He wears this around, and people are like, "Is that you?"
Right, missing
David Duchovny. There's actually we have another version of this shirt that David signed, and he drew a mustache of himself.
Yeah, like a signature became a mustache. I think he was trying to say, "Don't wear this anymore."
Ask to sign it.
He was like, he just grabbed the shirt,
grabbed it and signed it, and we're like, "What are you doing?"
Well, I'm wearing it.
I'm like, "You just like ruined his shirt." You signed.
I enjoyed the moment.
We call it the milk carton shirt.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was not okay to wear it, and then one of his guys were wearing it the other day.
3.5.
MS 3.5.
I like the shirts. They're fun.
MS 3.5. Oh yeah, they were limited edition. And MULDER SCULLY 3.5. Is that what that is? Well, who cares? So the G thing, I thought when I first heard it that it was G something, and I was like, I blinked or something. Like I thought maybe, it was like the Mandela effect. Like he was
like cable skipped.
Yeah, or the cable, or like when you watch a Netflix right. Netflix, yeah. It was like one of those Netflix moments where kind of hiccups, it's we're doing this thing. And or it was the Mandela effect, like in this, like it was the fake GM, GE, Gmail, Google, whatever. And so I went back real quick and watched it again. I was like, G.
Go to davidduchovnymerch.com. or davidduchovnymusic.com and say, we want the milk carton shirt back.
Yeah. The world needs more David Duchovny milk carton shirts. Yes. I know. Although I feel very special. I have like 2 or 3 of them. And just 2?
Yeah, because I can't find the one with the mustache on it.
Well, I think I have 3 at some point.
I had a whole bunch because they used to actually give these out with the VIP
tickets. Right. You'd have this one or the...
Yeah. With the VIP tickets, they give out a shirt and a CD.
Yeah.
And you could get something signed. And what else? And then you get your picture. So now it's just like, you get to pick nothing else. I'm like, man. Right. But because we did get all the VIP tickets, they gave us shirts every time, so I had extra ones. So I had like 2 or 3 extra of these.
Well, people want to buy the shirt and the CD anyways. They're like, why are we just giving them away?
Well, but I gave them away because I was like, I don't need 5 of these shirts.
Maybe that's why they say it. These people, the same people, keep coming to every show.
The people keep coming to every show.
We don't need to give another CD out.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, I hope they give us a CD. Well, I think, we already got the download coming. So February 9th.
If you sign up for Pledge Music, you get a
digital download, right? So we got the digital download February 9th, right?
CD, but we can get those at the shows.
Yeah. So I'm really excited. Noah told you. Fake Noah. And that must be Eric then. That might be Eric.
Okay.
Maybe Eric. I don't know. I'm so bad with names. We really got to learn all these guys'
maybe
names.
The advertiser pulled out. Maybe Google pulled out last minute. Ooh. Google pulled out.
I'm going to leave that alone.
Hi, Paraguay. What's up?
I could have been.
I need the shirt. Give me my money.
Hello from Paraguay. That's my favorite line from Evita.
All right. Well, I'll tell Brad that this shirt is in high demand right now.
Brad, he's probably watching right now. We need more.
He's not watching.
Probably not watching right now. David, if you're watching right now, he's not watching. Brad's kids.
Brick is watching.
Brad doesn't have kids. David's kids, if you're watching,
they're not watching.
Tell your dad we want more pictures of his 10-year-old face on our
dad's crazy fans.
Shirts.
Yeah, but Brick might be watching. Brick
if you're
watching.
Definitely watching.
Brick is watching.
Brick is a subscriber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
He does follow you on Twitter.
He
doesn't follow me. No.
I guess you're not cool enough.
David talks to me from stage. I'm okay.
Oh boy. So the glitch was on purpose. It blocked out the companies that changed the past. Okay.
Yeah, so the chat, yeah. I think there's a lot of levels to that.
Wait, but I thought this guy was just crazy and none of this was true. It was all fake news.
Wow. Yeah, but then Mitch comes out and Skinner comes out.
Where are they taking him?
Where are they taking Reggie? So it could be parallel universe. There could be a parallel universe. Maybe that was
Rick
parallel
is the
universe
bomb.
Mitch. And I was thinking the parallel universe,
David
instead of
is
Men in
only
Black,
mine.
they have men in powder blue suits.
Oh, David is only mine. You better watch out. Audrey says that David was hers, and well, we know that he's yours.
No, you're missing out. David is probably yours. I'm David's.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm his mascot. I'm more a mascot. I'm more like,
The Birchmere. That was a good show. Yeah. That was a cool show. I'm kind of bummed out because, like, I know David wants everyone to stand up. So we stood up, and then I know there were people behind us that couldn't see, so I felt bad, but, like, he really wanted people to stand up, and not everyone stood up, and I guess if you didn't stand up, you didn't see, because, yeah, so that happened. But it's a rock concert. I mean, people want to... I enjoyed sitting for half the concert, though.
we're glad we saw Mitch. Missed him. I thought Mitch stole the whole freaking episode in that 2 seconds. I think, and that's genius. That's what great actors do. They let, that's like a Marlon Brando thing. Let everybody else work. I'm going to come in for like 30 seconds and steal this movie.
It's X-Files, people. What do you expect?
Yeah. Like a cowboy in today's app. Yeah, he did. Kudos to Mitch. Mitch killed it. And Mitch Pileggi is and all three of them are absolutely hilarious people. And I think they just, maybe what we need at this point in our lives is the spin-off sitcom X-Files on Fox. 22 minutes. Today was actually, I don't know what.
Mitch is doing well. Yes, he is. And we're getting a Skinner.
Oh my God, 3 out of 4 episodes.
Kitten is his episode.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a backstory. We didn't get him last week, so I did miss him.
Well, today, I think he had as much screen time today as he had all of season 6,
right.
or 10.
Season 10.
2016. Like, it was the same. And then, so.
The Skin Man Files.
Yeah. I mean.
Mulder, Dana Fox and the Skin Man.
Yeah. What do you call it? My Struggle 3.
Mitch needs a pop.
He had so much.
Sorry,
No, that's right. He had so much screen time in My Struggle 3. It was like an entire episode of X-Files for Walter Skinner.
Agreed. David needs comedy.
Yeah.
Funny.
I think it's hilarious. And, like, I don't know if I'd want to watch them in just some old stupid brand new comedy pilot that would be probably shitty, written as like a star vehicle for these people. We need just like a spin-off, or maybe do it for funny or die kind of thing. 7-minute episode type series for Adult Swim. The X-Files sitcom with all three of them, and Walter Davis. But Walter Davis, William Davis, sorry. Walter Davis, right? Yeah. Walter Davis is still Scary SOB CSM as like the anchor, right?
Michelle, this made me a little sad. Season 11 is so awesome. Already sad there won't be any more after this.
Well, we don't know that for sure. We've heard.
It sounds like it's done.
Like, you know what, they keep saying, like, they said moments in this, like, this is the end of the X-Files.
That's what Skinner tweeted like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the end. So,
right.
Just for Skinner's fate, because if he sounded pretty resolute.
This is the end.
If they kill Skinner at the end, even if he dies a hero, I'm not going to be too happy about it. I'm going to be a mess.
We've needed a Skinner backstory for a long time.
Robot Chicken should X-Files parody.
No, but
they definitely got their groove back.
They could do Robot Chicken if they use the actual actors. I think that would work. Yeah. But I think it has to be these actors. You know what I mean? And Robot Chicken usually gets the original actors to do the voices.
I'm going to miss them too.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
When making me upset.
No, like, honestly, I missed them so much. When I heard season 10 was happening, I was just like, oh my God, I don't care if it's good or bad. I just want Mulder and Scully back.
Who wasn't crying when that first and then when Mitch Pileggi, starring Mitch Pileggi in the opening credits.
Yeah, the opening credits.
Yeah, I was like, Mitch, yeah!
No sexual tension. There was a little sexual tension at the very end, I thought.
There were little moments. Well, in the car, it was like, oh, this is romantic.
Yeah.
Like, it was comedic sexual tension. It was rom-com. It was very much rom-com Mulder Scully, right? There was a lot of rom-com in this in moments. Are you going to meet? Are we going to meet up for dinner? Are we getting dinner tomorrow?
They're planning on a date.
Right? They're planning a date. There's a lot of we're going to have a date. Life interrupted. Yeah.
They were planning some date. They were planning to eat and then Netflix and chill. Which means Netflix and then have sex, in case any of you didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, just because.
Dita.
Why are you throwing people under a bus?
She
Twice
knows.
in the same episode.
No, it's actually a funny story. Because Dita runs the Pileggi's account, as you guys know. She didn't know what Netflix and chill meant. So she tweeted Mitch and asked Mitch Pileggi, what movie would you like to watch when you want to Netflix and chill? Thinking that Netflix and chill was what it sounds like, Netflix and chill. She didn't understand Netflix and chill was like a, kind of a hip term for let's Netflix and have sex. So this was left up for several hours, and I sent her a message saying, hey, Dita, and she didn't respond. I guess she took a nap. So this went on. Real
quick. Yes, Debbie, 10 episodes this season. Go ahead.
So this went on, and I'm like, hours have gone by. She didn't respond. So I was like, Dita? And she's like, what? I'm sleeping. I'm like, do you know what Netflix and chill means? And she's like, yeah, like Netflix and watch movies. Like, I'm like, no, it means have sex. And she's like, what the shit? No. I'm like, yeah. She's like, no. I'm like, you better delete that. And it turns out, thankfully, Mitch didn't know what it meant either. Yes.
But Mrs. Pileggi did.
Yeah, but it was a big misunderstanding. It's pretty freaking funny. It was just funny because it was up there for a long time. Yeah, and it's a good thing Kathy brought it to my attention because I wouldn't have even seen it.
People are still upset by the long government. In fact, when they showed Frohickey in the flashback, I thought they brought them back. It even occurred to me at first that was a flashback.
Yeah. Another opportunity to kiss. They could have totally kissed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, we could kiss, but we're not. We're just going to pan up.
What about the boys club in the pilot? Oh, no girls on the X-Files.
Yeah, what the hell?
What did he say? What did he say? Hey, boobs. Booby boo. They said something about booby tits. Hey, tits.
Fire tits?
Fire tits?
What did he call it?
Sugar tits? Did he say sugar tits?
I think he said sugar tits.
Oh, shit. He did say sugar. I didn't remember tits.
This was the last season. They say this is the end. David said he would do more. Gillian says absolutely positively not. And
they always say that.
Chris says he won't do without Gillian and David.
He wouldn't?
No.
I don't believe it. Disney will, but Chris won't.
Even in a parallel universe, we will not forget this Dita story. we can never let her live that down. I'm sorry.
Sugar boobs. I thought it was sugar boobs. They would not have said tits, I don't think.
Sugar boobs.
Sugar boobs. Hey, okay. Sugar boobs. This is men's only.
Move along, sugar boobs. No kissing, Mulder, just gazing. Yeah, Kathy, exactly. You DM me her tweet, and you're like, does she know what it means? So I was like, no, let me DM her. And then she didn't respond. She was sleeping. And I'm like, let me try her again because it's still up.
Although I can understand they probably make as much to do a movie that's 2 hours of content as they would a season of 6 to 10 hours.
Yeah,
but there's a lot more work involved, a lot more crazy pace involved for the TV. But at the same time, I think they're having a lot of fun this season, right? I tweeted yesterday or today that what I'm loving about this season, say what you want about is being made and pacing, whatever, it's what's different about it.
It's entertaining.
It's fun because they're having fun shooting it. You could tell, like all of them, the whole cast, the 3 of them, the 4 of them, the whole cast is just having a ball shooting this thing.
She said no to more TV shows, but movies. Maybe a movie. Yeah.
She says that now, but then
give her some time.
Kids go to college.
Okay, well, one kid is off to college already.
She has kids in college?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Daughters, yeah. The one that she was pregnant with in season 2.
They'll
throw some money. I'm sure
she's 24 then, right?
Maybe they never have sex. What do you think of the fan theory that Scully might be pregnant after +1? Yeah, I've heard about this.
Oh, I did hear about that.
Debbie Young, a lover of the show, has been following her for 25 years. Okay, if they just let Mulder be happy with their son. I agree. And why are they in a church? That's not the end, though, because there's 2 more episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, we all know it was end here. That was just like a big tease, that little teaser they said, because it wasn't the ending. They were in a church.
All I know of is if this is officially the end.
We deserve after 25 years. Yeah, you'd think so.
We better not have a ridiculous cliffhanger.
There's a very good.
There can be a life goes on kind of sense.
I think there's a definite possibility that we're going to get a cliffhanger.
Well, we're going to get a cliffhanger, but one that's leaves nothing resolved.
And they were about to kiss, but I guarantee there's going to be a B.
No, it's gonna be the priest going, "This is a church, the house of God. Get out!"
Someone's gonna interrupt them because that's what happens.
Mm-hmm. Frohicke's gonna run in. My
so
betrothed.
this episode reinforced they still aren't living together.
Wait, did it?
Yeah, because he was at his.
That wasn't his house. He was in some cabin out in the woods, right? I don't think that was his house.
Why are they selling wedding stuff on eBay? That's a hoax. That's a hoax. Somebody actually called, and that's a total hoax. The wedding stuff on eBay. They had like a Scully wedding dress and a Mulder top.
Yeah.
It was a hoax. It might have even been them.
Like a joke from them. I would not be surprised.
Carter said it. Yeah, it's probably going to be
after Bill Williamson.
Yeah, he did say, yeah. They shot in the church. The background stained glass at the end of the promo is like all babies and kids. I wonder if that's another hint. So she might be pregnant. That's what I said. Yeah, 25 years of blue balls. That was me. I said 25 years of blue balls. But that blue balls was released last week. We still didn't see it. If you've seen it in the
it was released for Mulder. The rest of us were left hanging.
Oh boy.
Well, that's why in the promo they actually showed the young couple
exactly. You can't
having sex, right?
Yes.
They show the young couple in a sexual, like topless and in a bra. Yeah. And I'm like, so Chris Carter's basically saying, "F you, just want you to know, we could show, but we're choosing not to.
We're not going to show.
We are choosing not to Mulder and Scully
you guys
naked
we could show you
in each other's arms.
But no. To the no.
Yo, schnizzle.
Bo.
Good catch.
Why did but I did surmise the premiere was a vision of Scully's before it aired. Yeah. I mean, okay, this dream guy that has appeared over and over and over again. A lot of people have been theorizing this dream man who's making an appearance
every episode so far, right?
Other than My Struggle 3, which we've yet to discover.
We haven't found it yet.
We haven't found where he is. This dream man is in every episode. So is this whole season a dream state? Or somehow connected to some type of dream? Because that's like, if this is all a dream and then we wake up and we're back in like My Struggle 2.
Question: were they ever officially married or just Commonwealth married?
Who, Mulder and Scully?
Yeah.
Neither.
But they're living together for a long time. They're like,
yeah, they just lived together.
They weren't really officially married.
No.
Okay.
Although sometimes David says, "Oh yeah, we were married," but he says that in interviews for no reason. They weren't married.
Because he's a wholesome guy, and the fact they were living together, he just assumed.
He just assumed.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You assume, but it's not true. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're married." He said that a couple times. So sorry, that was coming up. Never married. Yeah. We know they were living together, and then they went on the boat. And then she was going to throw up. No, then she didn't come home.
She's going to throw up?
No. Scully decided because Mulder was getting too involved in that other case during I Don't Want to Believe that she didn't want to come home. So she broke up with him in her locker room at the hospital. And she's like, "I'm not coming home." And he's like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay." And then she ends up coming home. And then they kiss. They showed a kiss. And then at the end, we saw them in the boat. Yeah, they kissed at the end. We saw a kiss. Never seen it. The last kiss, right? That's the last kiss we've seen was in 2008.
That's like 10 years ago.
Since we've seen a kiss.
That was 10 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2008.
Holy moly.
It was in July of 2008.
How old am I now?
Chris Carter said they were married in the second movie. That was David, I think. Cannot imagine a passionate kiss at church. Well... That might be asking a little bit too much to give a passionate kiss. I mean, you'd be lucky if it's well lit.
Pickle in a peck?
Chickpea. Man, I like chickpeas, okay? And if Mulder, as long as Scully eats the chickpea, and Mulder eats Scully's chickpea, we're good. At the end of I Want to Believe when they kissed, I got the impression that Scully was like leaving their house in the morning, not just visiting him.
I too want to believe.
No, she was going off to work. She wasn't leaving for good. She was still living there. She had to go to work. She had to go do surgery.
You know what?
She went and she did the surgery on the brain.
Don't mind. I Want to Believe watching it on a TV screen now because I feel like it's just You know, it's
Just the next
episode
one.
9.5,
Yeah.
or, you know, prequel to episode 10. It works as a TV episode. It's not, you know, it was just, I think, because we're all expecting a big alien thing. It's like, I don't know. It was weird.
Meaning she didn't move out. No, she didn't. She was totally bluffing, and Mulder kind of was like, whatever. So he kind of like called her bluff anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Mulder's like, whatever. She's like, I'm not coming home.
Yes, he was wrong.
Chickpea and hummus. Good.
Mm-hmm. Chickpea and hummus? That seems redundant.
Well, Mulder didn't eat either, so that's why she moved
out.
No
Mitch? Oh, Michelle. No, Michelle.
The monster of the week, poorly written. Yeah, I want to believe, but at least like they kind of got the relationship a little nicer than what we have. Hey, Carrie Ann from Boston.
It's too domestic.
Mulder and Scully having major sex? No, we don't see anything. It's just heavily implied. In the last episode, it was heavily implied, but we never saw it. It was just like hinted at afterwards.
Twice.
Yes.
And then they had sex.
Well, yeah.
ATTHS twice.
ATTH.
But we don't see anything. They implied it. They implied it happened, and then they implied it was going to happen again.
Yeah, Kristen Pearson.
But,
yes. She had to go do
but
brain
then
surgery
again,
on the child.
Cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. What a weird ending. I mean, it was hopeful. It was interesting. Like, you know, I mean, it was Scully's movie, really. I mean, Mulder was off the whole time, but then Chris basically said by the last minute, this is Scully's movie.
So the dialogue in My Struggle 1, Limo, it's about how they separated. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He makes that snide comment, and they start making snarky comments like, oh, you should get out of that house. And he's like, well, it was no problem you getting out of that house. And they're really snarky. And then they get in the limo, and you got Joel McHale's character, Tad, in there. And they're clearly annoyed with each other because they've been broken up. And then later on, Sveta says, you know, she can read Scully's thoughts and says, well, you left Mulder because he was depressed. So all of that, I'd like to just erase from my memory because that really set up season 10 as a stinker. Because that's what
it's like, good drama.
No, it is not. That is not. Then they fell right back into their normal. Well, are you going to do that while I'm talking?
It's as the world turns.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to talk and you're not going to listen. It didn't seem normal. It seemed very
abnormal.
Yeah, it's a very fabricated angst just to make it interesting and try to create sexual tension, which didn't work because they weren't naturally like that. Mulder and Scully are naturally not like that, so it didn't seem right. And the dialogue was, well, the script was shit at that point. No matter how hard and how well David and Gillian acted, the script was shit at that point.
Yeah,
the dialogue was shit.
The directing, the writing of My Struggle 1 was mediocre at best. Bad. And I think he could have sold the story he was trying to sell. But, you know, like they were like a rehearsal away.
Even David said that Gillian were confused about the sex scene and the evil Scully watching them. Yeah, her doppelganger was totally like.
Are we sure it was the doppelganger watching?
Yeah, it was the doppelganger.
What if it was Scully watching?
Shut your mouth.
And it was the doppelganger.
No.
And that was Scully going.
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you burped too?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not coming home was for one night. The lemon line tasted like leprechaun taint. Good line.
A lot of taint. Dookie, taint. Muffins of an alien butt.
Kelsey said they had so many chances to do right by MSR. I hate this back and forth, or they aren't. Yeah, it's kind of stupid to be playing it at the ambiguity at this point of the game.
Well, in some ways, part of the problem. Like, I think
we don't need to be ambiguous. I mean, we already know they love each other and they're together. Just let them just be them. You know, I think what we're doing right now is fine because they pretty much are together. Just we haven't seen.
Oh! Where's the remote? Get the remote.
I'll get it.
So the real problem is, I think the end of season 9, they were setting themselves up to like just be done. Like,
no, they wanted to do a movie.
Well, maybe we'll do a movie, maybe not. But they ended season 9 in a way that they could never do another thing, and the episode felt complete, like the season. And I think all of them after 9 years were like, okay, we're done. We need a break. And maybe we'll do a movie, maybe not. But there was a little bit of a clean and it's not a cliffhanger. Episode 9 doesn't have a cliffhanger. There's an element of life's going to go on, and in a few years, in 2012, we may have this catastrophic thing.
Well, that didn't happen. So, and they were hoping to have a movie before then. So, and they didn't get a green light for our movies. 2012 came and went. We're like, shit. Well, now we got to do something because we don't have an end of the world movie to make. Great if they just decided, hey, we're going to come and do a mini series or an event series sooner. But they were so resistant to doing that and being like, oh, well, we want to do movies. Like, we could have.
Yeah, I was saying for years to do a 6 to 8 episode arc.
Like Breaking Bad and all these other shows came along, and like we saw this formula of the 12 episodes being a success, or even like the 8 episodes. We saw the event series being
6. Soprano did 6.
Yeah, 6 like
every year.
Yeah, like as soon as they saw like that happening, they should have jumped on that. But like I think both Gillian and David were like, nah, we're not going to do that. And I'm like, guys, and then finally they got around to doing it. I was like, yes, but like. Now, I don't know. Hey, we lost a lot of time that we could have been doing that. Like, it was definitely a good formula for doing a series. You spend about the same amount of time. You're doing, a short series as opposed to a movie. Maybe a little bit more time. But I think in the long run, it's probably more lucrative and easier to produce or get produced.
Movie or TV?
TV.
Well, TV you got commercials, so you got a guaranteed income.
Residual.
If you got a green light, you may or may not make the money in the long term with the royalties and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But unlike a movie, you're dependent on ticket sales, may or may not pay for this movie. The movie is completely financed with the knowledge of we're going to sell commercials for this thing.
I agree. Debbie Young, I've always said it should have ended season 8 with M&S kissing over their son. The Existence. Yeah, the end of Existence. When they had the baby. And they kissed. That series should have just been done.
But there was money to be made in season 9.
I know. That was a bad idea.
And season 10 showed there was money to be made. But I think season 10 was so mediocre. And I still had fun. I loved it. I'm a fan. I'm going to be there no matter what. But season 10 was not good enough to keep the borderline fans excited and pissed off a lot of people, blah, 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 blah. I think that's why I had such a downturn in viewership this season so far. Has it taken? I haven't looked at it recently though. Has the viewership gone back up a little bit?
It's not great. It's not like it was last year.
No,
or 2 years ago.
Is it better than it was for the first episode at least?
Nope.
No.
About the same.
No. So tell the world that this is like the most fun set of episodes.
I know, it's a shame.
Since like season 6, I think.
I know.
Season 7 had some gems, right? But I mean, I'm like, and again, you could say what you want to say. That was my exact tweet. You could say what you want to say with the end of My Struggle 3, twist and this and that. But these 4 hours of TV have been a lot of fun to watch. Very entertaining, a lot of fun. You don't need to be X-Files fans, I think, to be entertained by them. I think being X-Files fans, there are a lot of just gems in there for you.
No, you don't need.
No.
Especially the standalones. You don't really need to.
I mean, last week the performances by Karin Konoval was just so priceless, and the guy playing Reggie, he's done a lot of stuff, right? Is he Parks and Rec or what's he from?
He's from Veep, but
Veep.
From a bunch of other.
I think he did Parks and Rec too. I think.
Yeah.
Right, but he's a classic American comic actor. A lot of improv. I think he's an improv guy originally.
What happened to Mulder's doppelganger in the mirror? From last week's episode?
Last week. Well, he wrestled him until
they went away when when
they got killed.
Died,
yeah. When they got killed off by each other, the doppelgangers
Chucky
disappeared.
And Judy died.
Right.
So did all
and they crossed out their names.
You haven't seen the trailer. If you go to the X-Files YouTube page, I think it's on there. The mid-season trailer. It's on there, and it shows like it's long.
Oh, you have a link to it in your video too, right?
Yeah, if you go to my video, I have a video commentary on the trailer where we talk in the squeaky voices.
It should be like the last video on the list.
The link is in the description.
Yeah, go to the video list from this channel. They
count DVR and Hulu, but the results come late. Yeah, and I don't know if they count like initially, like they count like worldwide, like international viewership. So, and some places don't have a date yet for X-Files. It's not premiering yet. Hasn't premiered overseas in some countries, so.
Wow. But are people watching it online? Is that people are keeping up with it?
Yeah.
That's where you can find it, right?
Yeah.
Foxtel or something like that? So, hey, it's been a lot of fun. I think I'm glad everybody joined us because I just needed to talk about this. I was so giddy. I needed to get things out. I couldn't wait till 9:15. I had to start.
Season 10 has some problems. Is an understatement.
We've moved on. I'm having so much fun with this season. Like I said, say what you want.
I do feel this is like 100 times better. Even My Struggle 3, which had some problems.
My Struggle 3 I thought was great. It just had that one moment at the end. Everybody's like, "Oh, F you, Chris."
Is SCULLY a Chris Carter episode?
It might be. I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Is SCULLY the one with Skinner on the ship with Mulder and Gillian's on the ship and Dana Scully's on the ship and that big monster? Because it is a Wong. Yeah, Wong and Morgan split up for the season.
Yeah, they did for last season. Okay, so that's
How Long?
Wong. That's a game. That's a How Long. Come on.
Look. How Wong.
I know. No one's ever made that joke before.
Well, no, it's only because it's literally written. How long?
You got the Wong joke.
Oh, how long is it?
How long is it?
How long is it?
Here we go. Yes, so James Wong.
So it's a shipper episode. Yeah, see, because they're on a ship.
Wait, there's a synopsis. When a pair of teenage girls attack one another, each believing the other to be a monster, Mulder and Scully find that their investigation could possibly lead back to their long-lost son, William. Ooh. This sounds like Syzygy. Not Syzygy,
Syzygy?
What's the two girls? I don't know. There's Syzygy and Synergy, and there's too many.
The Ryan Reynolds episode?
Yeah. The two young teenage girls go crazy, and then Mulder and Scully end up going crazy against everyone goes crazy.
And that's the girl from that 70s show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's been in X-Files at some point. So, yeah, you guys, thanks for chiming in because I love these discussions. I'm glad everybody's giving the comments. We'll be here again next week. We'll probably do 2 or 3 videos before then, or the release, I should say. I jump in once in a while. I think we should keep the crazy voices for just... Like last week, we did the one video, and we
did 2 though because we did one today and we didn't get one yesterday.
No, I'm saying
people were like enough.
No, I'm saying about 4 or 5 days ago, we did the one video.
Unfortunately, she passed away. That actress.
Who did?
Lori from that 70s show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Anyways, sorry. Go on. Continue.
I just brought everything down. So a few days ago, we did this video, and we did the funny voices for just that part of the video, and then you switched it and went to our regular voices.
But even then, people are like, we're going to do 2 versions. We'll do a funny voice and a non-funny voice.
But then you don't get all the hit count. I like seeing the hits out. Like, that's cool. But I also think, you
just have more stuff
but that's like for those videos, it's like that's how we do them.
The crazy part makes my neighbor's dog bark. You know what's funny is the cat goes crazy. Not crazy. The cat wants to play when she hears it.
Oh, really?
Shit was Home Again.
Yeah, Home Again from last season, or season 10.
Yeah, Band-Aid No Man.
Yeah, Band-Aid Nose Man.
Yeah, Trash Man. Trash Man. Downtown. La 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 la. Downtown. Na 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 na. Downtown.
Oh.
I think of the Seinfeld episode.
I like Founder's Mutation.
That was all right.
That was a classic. It was like
Babylon. When you get 3 out of 6 that are stinkers, you can't have that. You have like My Struggle 1, My Struggle 2, and Babylon.
I did get the Long Diamond back in there.
Yeah.
And the Skin Man.
Yeah.
That doubled his time in the whole season.
The writers of the X-Files feel they can make all their fans happy. Radios and squeaky voices.
Well, that's why I said Glen Morgan the week before.
I think Minnie Mulder should have had a squeaky voice.
Minnie Mulder, yeah.
He should have had the squeaky voice.
Minnie Mulder, squeaky voice.
Yeah, that would have been perfect.
Oh my goodness. Just try it.
The
episode is the best. The Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pop.
Oh, the whole thing looked animated. It was ridiculous. But that was the whole point of this whole episode. Like, yeah, it's profound though. And again, there's a genius.
It's bizarre.
It's bizarre. And last week, was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
It was funny. It might have been a little too silly, but it's okay.
I think it was 2 weeks ago where Glen Morgan had all this comedy. I'm like, this really scary idea of what's really going on with all this hilarious stuff and this high action stuff. And
the spy one?
No, the one from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That spy, yeah. With lone gunman and all that stuff. Langley, yeah. I want to say Froggy. Yeah, Langley. You know, there was that one blog I wrote where I thought, you know, okay, we're just like, oh my God, it's action, it's funny. Well, not Dookie, that was the taint and the muffin out of the alien, and there's really funny stuff, and then Gillian jumping, all this stuff, right? But then what's really going on behind all this?
It's all a
dream.
Well,
that it could be all a dream.
The gunman photo was the dream man.
That's right.
This whole thing is a dream. Maybe like by episode 8 they wake up from their dream. And
that's why they're sleeping on the couch, and then this is just another dream.
They're still asleep on the couch.
So I was waiting for like that Wizard of Oz moment.
I would be okay if they woke up.
You were there too, Frohickey.
On the couch, and none of any of it happened. It was all a dream, but they're on the couch.
Yes.
They
so
together.
Is that DJ DLJ?
DJ 9999.
Yeah, the writing, the scene between Mr. They and Mulder was like a David Mamet play. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's some David Mamet comedies.
That pattern of dialogue.
Yeah, and a lot of David Mamet one-acts and almost skits.
It's like theater for almost like the absurd.
Kind of theater for the absurd.
Not quite like Beckett.
Or even Durang a little bit.
Yeah. Not that absurd.
It's not that absurd, but no, the back and forth.
There's a certain dialogue that goes back. It's just like there's no really thinking in between the dialogue. It's
right.
Boom, boom, boom.
But it's the rhythm of it.
Acting technique that goes with that too. But I don't really talk about.
Well, part of it, not to get too.
Take that acting technique. It really
not to get too technical.
And they start talking about it, and I just pop them in the face because they're like, "Oh, I'm going to talk about Meisner," and I'm like, "Oh, shut the fuck."
Right. No, I'm saying there's a rhythm to it. There's a cadence.
There's a rhythm
in addition to the words. But then again, everything he said is again, it's funny, but the monologue of the alien, which is basically a Trump monologue at the end, it's ridiculous. At it, it's like, oh my gosh, it's serious. Better than SNL parody of the Trump, right?
It's like complete serious. They're always cracking up in SNL.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But what's scary about it is like
cut out that when they laughed.
Everything Mr. They said, right? That was his name, Dr. They.
Yeah, Dr. They. And speaking of, a little bit offended by those pronouns there. Come on, you have to be a little politically correct. Yeah.
They? Why is they?
They is a pronoun that is not. You should use that pronoun when referring to transgender. Usually you say they now.
They now.
No, you say they.
So Dr. They, so he's actually a woman?
He could be. Or a man.
Well, not there's anything wrong with it.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
But Dr. They, like everything he says is really pretty much that's what's going on. You know what I mean? Like it's a comedy, but it is satire. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I think it's ridiculous on purpose. It's basically saying what's going on in the real world right now is utterly ridiculous, but it's scary because it's real.
In the state of the world today.
Yeah, the Trump alien.
Oh my God! And how like casually, it was like he's casually like waterboarding them, and then he's like, "Oh, was that a wedding? We dropped the bomb on a wedding."
Oh my God!
No, because didn't that happen?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that happened.
Yeah, I think everything
that
that's
happened
there.
On Homeland too. They actually bombed a wedding, and that was a big deal.
Well, they were going after a guy, and the guy got away. They thought they got him. He wasn't there.
Yeah, Trump alien. Yeah.
So if you don't want spoilers, don't listen to what I'm about to say. At the very end of the episode,
the alien Trump Elvis.
Alien comes down the Elvis with the escalator.
He came down
with the Elvis cape. Gives us.
Don't tell him.
Okay. All right.
The wall. You're gonna build a wall because you're rapists.
Because you humans just lie.
You're rapists and you lie.
Yeah, we don't want you humans up here with the entire the entire universe said. We don't want you. Like we're the Mexicans, as Trump would say. We are the Mexicans to the entire universe, basically, by the right-wing thinking. The alt-right of the universe has taken over and said, you guys lie too much. Because that's why the real problem with humans is that you lie.
Feeling like we are in an alternate universe for about a year now.
Mm-hmm.
Things that just completely flipped on me, like enemies became friends and friends became enemies. And when that started happening, I was like, something's going wrong with this world. And I don't know what happened, but stuff happened.
Well, I think a lot of that is.
And I was like, what just happened?
There's like people said that Trump's president now because all these people were angry.
We get into politics.
Well, I don't want to get politics, but there are all these people that were angry. And then it was all kind of comedy when Trump's running for president. All of a sudden, Trump's president
Miami.
And saying and doing stuff. And then myself included, you know, I think we've all had those moments where we just listen to the garbage and we're like, and we just get angry. People we know and love that are listening to this garbage, and total strangers that are justifying this garbage. That
I mean, people are going to be mad. Let's face it, people are going to be mad about tonight. I'm not going to. I haven't looked at the mentions, but I have, even just on the Duchovny Facebook page, a couple of times I posted. Like I think David said in the interview he did on last week when he was on Late Night with Seth, he made the Orange Julius joke, which was freaking hilarious. And someone actually went on my our Facebook Duchovny X fan page and posted a response to that interview and said, "Oh, well, I think they should stay out of politics and the X-Files." I'm like, it's the X-Files.
It's government.
It's government.
Yeah, it's art. It's you know, you could say what you want about it, but science fiction.
Like, oh, you're gonna do that. I actually even saw because some people tweeted at him yesterday. I checked David's mentions from time to time.
It's like when total racists are Star Trek fans. Episode in Star Trek back in the '60s was anti-racist, but they were too stupid to realize it.
No, people.
The racists.
No, they realize it here and they're mad and they're like, "Why are you?"
No, I know it's more blatant now. It's more blatant, but it's blatant because society has blatantly propped up.
It's satire. It's political satire, is what it is. So, and you can say, "Oh, well, I'm so offended you took a show and made it political satire," but it's been happening for years, and it happened when different presidents have been in office, and Saturday Night Live has been doing it, and they made fun of every single president. All through the years. So
I think though the stuff they made fun of in this.
Well, this is different now. You're not allowed to make fun of him now. I'm like, what are you talking about? Come on. They made fun of the Bushes. They made fun of Obama. They made fun of everybody. And boy, they had a field day with Clinton, and they still have a field day with Bill Clinton. So they're like, oh, they've come down hard on Trump way too hard. I'm like, no, he just. It got to the point where they didn't even have to write a script because the script just wrote itself. All you have to do is say what he says, and it's funny. So. That's
only editing it for time.
Yeah, that's what happened tonight. You just said what he says, and it sounds so ridiculous. And it's like, oh my god.
Oh, they did nothing but just repeat Donald Trump's speeches. I don't think there was a single thing in there that was like, oh, this is what he could have said. No, he said these words. But those same people are going to watch.
I agree, Michelle. Same to me.
What's that?
Let's finish what you're saying.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, at the same time, those people on MSN will watch MSNBC. And they will say, "Oh, he didn't say that." And then here's a video of him saying that. Oh, that's left-wing media.
That's the whole point. When somebody says something, you just believe it.
Right.
That was the whole point of the episode. Like someone will say it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we just believe it. And we take it because somebody said it in the internet." That when he actually went and met, they was like, "Well, this is what was said." So how do you know?
It's the same reason why Nigerian princes get money from old people.
That's
email scams.
Hope, but. I agree.
But it all comes from the same place, though.
You have a different. Michelle was saying. Scroll back right here.
Yeah.
You have your whole life you had never a problem with friends that were other political party than mine, and I just may have disagreed, but didn't dislike them, and now seriously question them. I feel sad for them. A lot of people that I have gone a certain way because. I feel that they're being influenced, and I see some characteristics coming out in them that either they were dormant inside of them or they have changed. They could have been there all along,
Right.
But I hear comments being made, and that I would consider racist comments by like family members and friends. That if I'd heard that, I'd be like, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, if they had said that, they wouldn't have said that. They wouldn't have said that to me because. It was unacceptable, but now
that's
now they'll say it.
The enabler in chief.
Did you just say? Have you been this like your whole life? Have you been like this, or is this changed?
Exactly.
And now you think it's okay. So that's really scary to me because I don't want to hear it.
America's biggest douchebag is now the president, so it's creating an umbrella of acceptability, or so they think. You know, I think
chose not to
find
out what their politics are because I don't want to.
All these people are going to be on the wrong end of history 4 or 5 years from now.
No, you didn't see this when Clinton left office. The same people were not upset with so-called political bent. No, he gets really butthurt about anything.
Trump?
Yeah. And because Poopy Head has to go to bed. All right, good night, Poopy Head MSR.
Is that me?
No, it's Poopy Head MSR.
Oh, I thought maybe I had to go to bed.
No, he did because you can eat a whole bag of dicks as far as I'm concerned. Yeah.
Dicks?
Whole bag of dicks. Well, it's just like he can say a lie and just go walk away, and it's a blatant lie. Like, well, Joe Scarborough and Morning Joe, their ratings suck, and I'm like, no, their ratings are actually through the roof.
I don't like the show anymore.
Everyone is watching this show. Like, this show has incredible ratings. You just said that the ratings suck, but this is a complete and total lie. And I was like, he lied. I'm like, are you guys just going to let him get away with saying something completely inaccurate? So, yeah.
But the people that watch nothing but Fox think everything he says is true.
Yeah.
You know, the problem is, you know, when I teach improv comedy, I teach pantomime. And pantomime, you know, is like the hand on the wall, you know, the mimes, all that. But we say, you know, if two actors basically like yes and a pantomime. Like,
you're so lost when we talk politics.
No. Well, no, I'm changing. I'm switching. I'm switching up. What I'm saying is one of the phenomenon.
What happened talking about the show? Sorry. Well, the show got political.
Well, no, and it is all about the show.
And the message was political because obviously this alien was Trump. At the end, it was so blatantly
let me say this.
Go on.
When I'm teaching pantomime, and I say if I touch this and this, like I say, okay, this is a counter, and then somebody else comes, and then two people justify this. When you have two different sources verifying the same pantomime, fake space as a counter, or whatever it is, then or if I throw you a ball, and you catch the same ball, all of a sudden the audience sees a ball. And in a lot of ways, what's going on with fake news is good pantomime. You know, you're creating this alternate reality. Like, but in comedy, it's like, hey, here's a ball. We're creating the reality that there is a ball. But now you have the president and an entire media network and all these alt-right media networks and horrible religious leaders in some cases verifying and justifying and yada yada. But I'm saying that's the point of Miss Dr. They. That it really doesn't take much. People are so scared. People are so insecure. People are so whatever, right? They're distrusting everything. All of a sudden, some carpetbagger, snake oil salesman appears to have the right answer. It's the same reason con artists have succeeded throughout history, right? It's happening on a bigger scale now because they have communication tools like Twitter and Facebook, you know, these wonderful tools that bring people together. It's so easy to, for next to nothing, get your message out to the world. And the more bombastic it is, the more people listen. People don't listen to the old wise guy in the corner anymore. Not like the wise guy. Hey, like the old wise. Hey, I'm talking here. No, the wise. They don't listen to wisdom because it's boring.
It's boring.
And it's too, you know, not concrete because they don't have the education to listen. People don't learn how to listen. People don't know how to focus. People don't know how to work as a team. People don't know how to, you know, be nice together.
I got the best listening skills ever.
Yo, wait, when?
It's huge. Bigly.
No way.
Bigly.
Way.
Bigly.
Dude. I gotta go to bed.
The size of my hands.
So thanks for turning in, guys. We want to thank you for coming out. We will see you.
You wonder why Australia ain't too happy with America. I didn't vote for him, so don't look at me.
Yeah, but I heard Sydney is worse. Like all of Australia hates Sydney right now, you know, because Sydney has this right-wing thing that's like shutting Sydney down.
Just watch the trailer. Cool.
Yeah, it's great. What the fuck?
You're so lost. Trump's only con artists. Yeah.
Did you watch our version of the trailer? Because Reese really goes frame by frame at times, and even our voices are ridiculous. There's some crazy. I know you can't steal the squeaky voices.
We'll go to Sydney and we'll find out. We're gonna be there.
I'm curious. Yeah.
I'm sure there's some nice pockets.
I'm really excited about New Zealand. Really excited. about Melbourne, and Brisbane is just going to be one big day at the beach if the weather's nice.
It is embarrassing. I agree,
and if we don't die from like spiders, crocs, sharks,
jellyfish.
Jellyfish. I'm thinking like maybe I'll stick to the pool.
Snails, they're killer snails.
You know what's funny? Just like an hour that way in New Zealand, nothing.
We'll see you at the Brisbane show.
Hey, yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I'm
hearing great things about Brisbane.
Come find us. He'll probably have that shirt on.
Brisbane.
I would love to meet you. So.
Nice. Oh, cool.
And really big flies. Oh, big flies too.
Oh man, do they have those big horse flies that bite you and like eat you and like hurt?
To be honest, I'm worried about some of these Airbnbs, like spiders crawling out from under the.
We're going to Aussie in 2 weeks, right? 3 weeks. 2 weeks. What did they say? February 13th, and then we're in 4 or 5 days in New Zealand.
I gotta pack.
And we're gonna watch David Duchovny's concert in Auckland, New Zealand. We're gonna skip Wellington. We're gonna go to Melbourne. Horseflies. Horseflies we have here, like the big ones. Although and the beaches on the East Coast got these green
dragonflies.
They're not dragonflies. The green ones are different. The green ones at the beach that bite you, that hurt like hell. And yeah, horseflies hurt too. Fleas. No. The big green flies are like they're long and narrow.
Shit. I'm not going there at night.
No, this is Long Island.
Yeah, I don't want to go
North Carolina.
Yeah, I've never been bitten by one, but I.
Oh, I hate them. They love the salt on you after you get out of the ocean.
We'll still be able to live. Depends on our Wi-Fi and internet connection. How are internet cafes around the in Australia? Are there places we can go and like pay for Wi-Fi? Because we'll probably have to do that.
Yeah, this video is about X-Files for the most part, but we are good big fans of David Duchovny and all things.
Videos of all of our traveling, and we'll be doing videos of the concerts.
For those who don't know, David Duchovny has a band, and he's going on tour in Australia and New Zealand for 7 concerts. Oh, Hornets, good grief. And but yeah,
horseflies and hornets are going to add to this. Maya, I don't know if you're still awake or not, but you find Wi-Fi. Okay, if there's a place, because like Europe had a lot of internet cafes, and so did Vancouver. They were great. You could just any place you went had a Wi-Fi. You could just sign on to. So
you find Wi-Fi, damn it. Yeah. Michelle's not accepting excuses.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I apologize for going into politics, but an episode like this goes into politics. I feel like you have to deal with it in talking about the episode. And I don't mean to insert my own politics into it. It's more about inserting what the episode is saying. And I think whether you're pro or anti Donald Trump, like most of the people I know that are pro Donald Trump don't deny what we're saying about Donald Trump. They still think he is the answer to their memes, right? He is the end to their memes.
He's an answer to their memes.
The memes. So they justify all the deplorable and despicable crap that he and the GOP do because they believe, oh, this is the only way we're going to get our backwards thinking. I'm sorry, I don't want to make a judgment call, but yada yada. But people like Tom Cotton are lying for Donald Trump so he can get his ridiculously right-wing agenda through.
Cool.
Yeah. Did I say I'm basically a Republican who thinks this is all garbage?
You're not.
I am.
You're not.
I am. I'm not a Democrat.
He's in denial.
No, Democrats are bullshit.
No, he's in denial.
So it's politics. Most politicians are bullshit.
He's in denial.
I'm anti-politics.
Yeah.
But denying that it's happening, I think if too many people deny it's happening, it's going to continue to happen.
No, you're denying that you're a Democrat. You're a flaming liberal.
I think Chuck Schumer was garbage this past week.
You're still flaming liberal.
I'm not flaming liberal.
It's good.
I'm happy flaming.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Because I touched some really soft hands this morning.
Well, yeah. On that note, we're going to end this. We hope you guys have a great night. Mulder Scully 2020. I'm all for Cory Booker. He's our...
Jeff Flake.
Yeah.
Jeff Flake and Cory Booker.
Cory Booker already follows me on Twitter, so if he wins, I can say the president follows me. Hopefully he won't follow. Hillary started the deplorable crap.
We were in UK for the London concert. Were you at the London concert last year, 2 years ago? 2 years ago, May, right? A year and a half ago?
Yeah, we were at the chapel.
Yeah, Union Chapel, right?
Yeah, Union Chapel.
Yeah, horrible crap.
We drove our RV on the wrong side of the road, drove over the curbs. Then we got on the ferry, and we took the ferry in the middle of the night.
Hillary started the deplorable comment, but Hillary lost, so we don't need to talk about Hillary to defend the crap that Trump does now.
It is what it is.
And yeah, I'm not saying Hillary would have been a better president. See, that's the thing. I'm not saying we should have had Hillary instead of Trump.
We should have had
I'm just saying Trump could have been a lot better and is choosing not to be. I think Trump is going out of his way to not be a good president. And
we knew that.
And
he's a horrible
enable, and people are enabling him. He's enabling others.
You were there. Okay, stop.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
We're there 2004. Okay, cool.
Mm.
Well, guys. It would have been a good president. Walt Frazier, 2020. We're good.
I'm old enough now.
Yeah.
When I was in 9th grade, said I will be president someday. But I really was talking about president of the class. I ended up being class president as a senior in high school.
So all you have to do is when you need to go up to a debate, you'd sing your rap song and you're all good.
Yeah.
That's how he won class president.
You start
all right,
lying
guys, we're going to sign off for the night. Thank you for watching.
Not paying clients.
Thank you for watching. This is the outro.
Outro.
Yeah.
Altruistic.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week. We hope you guys love the show. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. We'll come in next week again. We'll do another live stream and talk to you guys. Walt Duchovny, 2020, Walt and David. Yes, Walt and David. David will be president and Walt will be his vice president. All right, good night.